Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Mega Man X2. I'm Lokenhar. We're at the final stages of the game, but before we go and take on the X-Hunters at their their North Pole base, they've killed Santa Claus and taken over. We're gonna go to Bubble Crab stage for kind of just a small little helpful hint if you're trying to play this game yourself. It can be a bit of a bitch to fill up your sub-tanks. I mean, you need a lot of energy for it, and there's not that many good places for it. There's a couple, like in Wheel Gator stage is a pretty good one towards the end of the stage. There's a few others, but we're going to show you here the penultimate place to fill up your sub-tanks. Now, we don't really need you. I just need you to open up this little thingy here. Come on. Let's go. Thank you. Take your sweet time. Alright. Hang on to the wall over here. And there's a small secret enclave. There's a couple of these hidden around the area, but we're going to be mainly using this one. Find your silk shot. Charge it. And voila! Energy! You can do this as many times as you want. This makes filling up your sub-tanks no longer a chore. Alright, I think we're done with the sub-tanks. Yep, it's all done. Now another thing is, right here, you can't actually fire the soak shot. Now, this isn't true for the entire underwater level, because if you go right here, I can fire it again. But not there. Just a kind of a quick little thing. If you can see, all 4 of our sub-tanks are full. So we can go ahead and exit this, and go on and take the Maverick Hunters on for a change. There's password if anybody wants it. Now, your password does not save your sub-tank energy. You will have to restart that. Unless you're using an emulator in save states. Then, yeah, you can do that to your heart's content. Anyways, let's take on the X-Hunters in a very similar frozen version of Sigma's Fortress. Actually, as a kid, I kind of wondered if the X-Hunter base was just Sigma's floating island fortress after it had fallen. Because at the end of Mega Man X1, you see that the island is falling into the ocean. And I'm wondering if that's the entire island, as it's frozen up north. Anyways, this guy's going to try and crush me in these iconic walls. I'm going to say screw you, guy, and kill him, using the Silk Shot and the angle that it presents. The Silk Shot is a wonderful tool for this level, because it makes some of these little climbing puzzles remarkably easy. Not to mention, it shreds a lot of the bad guys in this place. There he goes. No longer will I have to worry about this, because not only do we have these walls, but they also have these weird angled versions. Screw you guys, I'm going home. I don't feel like doing this. Ow, dick! Alright, this guy's a little more difficult to hit up here. Just get in that corner and boom. They have a unique spawn rate that they don't tend to come back unless you fully refresh the screen. So, no worries about that. The Silk Shot just destroys everything here, he says as he gets hit. Ow. You guys suck. Alright, here comes the most difficult one of the crushing walls. In order to kill this guy, you're going to have to hit him at the perfect angle. This one has dicked me over more times than I can count, because you'd think if you get on this side, you're safe until you get right up here. And then derp. Now you can either do kind of a weird jump and get out of it, as if you were able to catch it in time, or just kill him to begin with. It makes it so much easier. We are now at the first of the X-Hunter bosses, whose weakness is the splash bubble. I wonder who he is. Of course, it's the Grape Ape knockoff himself, Violen. With a new trick, he makes blocks appear now! He's a dick! I hate this guy. He does a shit ton of damage if he hits you. I think it's 6 energy pellets per hit, as opposed to the 5 he did when you fought him for Zero's part the first time. Now, the patterns that he uses to make these blocks appear is random, so don't even bother trying to figure out what the set pattern will be. This one's annoying because he leaves it wide frickin' open. There is just no good way to do this. Just hope you get lucky for it. Don't be afraid to abuse your sub-tanks. Now, I've seen a lot of people have been able to just speedrun this guy with no problems whatsoever. I'm not one of those people. I have a very difficult time with this guy. He sucks. Thank God he's still weak to the splash bubble. Otherwise, this would really suck. Now, I'm going to go ahead and use my sub-tank, because I know I'm going to need it anyways. Now, some people tell you that the safest place is this corner right here, and it tends to be, but I still get hit. I like moving around better, and it may cause me more damage in the end, but I don't care. I want him dead as quickly as possible. He sucks. Oh god, ow! There he goes. Thank the Lord he's dead. What? How could you have overloaded my circuits? Arrgh! Get to the chopper! He looks like a really weird football robot. Football player robot. Yeah, so long, Violen. 1 down, 3 to go. It's odd that you can use bubbles to defeat an enemy, but alright, I'll take that. There's a password if you want it. We're going to go ahead and take on the next X-Hunter stage. If you notice, kind of a cool thing, just if you look at the X-Hunter base, as you defeat X-Hunters, it will become more damaged. As you can see in the lower right corner there, part of the yellow section is damaged. It's blown up kind of thing. And it will continue to do that until we've defeated all of them. And then I think eventually it just looks like a bomb went off. Hope you like water physics, because you're going to need it. Or you're going to need that joy and luck. Luckily, there's no giant annoying fish thing that we have to deal with in this level. Just these small little scuba gear guys. I don't even know what their proper names are. Anyways, they're annoying. Silk shot for the win. There we go. Come on. All of you guys suck. Die. 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 Oh yeah, more of these guys. Huzzah. Die. The silk shot just makes everything so much better. So much better. Ah yes, more of these parts. Now, you kind of have to be careful with this, just because those spikes are instant death. For some reason, X can just fit underneath these pillars, even though his head looks like it's clipping through it. Here's an interesting one. You gotta kind of get up under this corner here and wait for the floating thing to get underneath you, and die. Dear God. I swear, that never happens. Anyways, we'll get back to that part. Come on. Get past all of you annoying fish. Don't care. I'm just gonna switch to the silk shot because it's annoying. I still haven't figured out why my controller decides it's a great idea to, I don't know, dash when I use, or switch weapons, or jump, one of the two. Don't know why. Never figured it out. Probably never will. Yay, dead things. Alright, get past these again. These are just kind of like the teasers so you get used to it. When you get back over to this one kind of dicks you over just a little bit here. Alright, that's what you're supposed to do. Anyways, next you have to ride another one of these that goes up and down. Sometimes it can take a little while for it to cycle through its routine and come back down here. Be very careful with this one. You're supposed to kind of avoid the flames by clinging to the side. I say to hell with that. I ain't doing it. It's annoying. Ah, bats over spikes. Now we're going to use a crystal hunter. Yay! A bridge! A path! A path! This can be destroyed by Will Gator's weapon. There's really nothing back there, I think, except for an extra life. So, I don't bother. Now, I am going to use... Where are you? There we are. Wheelgator's weapon makes quick work of this guy. Done. Alright. We should be just about to the next X-Hunter here. Kind of a unique fight, and probably my favorite out of all three of the X-Hunter fights. His weakness is going to be, well, not this weapon. It is the Sonic Slicer, but we're not going to use that. Yeah, we're going to use the Giga Crush. Make sure you don't stand on these platforms in a weird way. When you use the Giga Crush, you will fall immediately into the spikes, and I'll show you why. I'm going to take a little bit of damage from that. Use the Giga Crush, blows the hell out of Serges' machine, but Serges decides it's a great idea to move forward with the machine, destroying your platforms. So if you happen to be on those, well, you just got boned. Here's a little thing. You can stand on his machine, and he will never be able to touch you. Now, well, as I say that, he shouldn't be able to touch you. Charge up the Sonic Slicer, go straight up into him, rinse, repeat, kind of easy. I just like this fight because I like the machine. It's very Dr. Wily. But, on an interesting note, I think Serges' character was supposed to be, some sort of Dr. Wily incarnate. I think that was the rumor that was going around, whether or not Capcom or Keiji Inafune decided that was how it was going to be. It was dropped. It's never mentioned again in any of the X games that I'm aware of. And he's dead. He falls. This is impossible. The Russian must be done. The prophecy must be fulfilled. Yeah, prophecy never mentioned again, as far as I'm aware. Yeah. Anyways, there's 2 of our X-Hunters out of 3. By far the easiest one out of the 3 right here, if you're fighting it normally. Yeah. There's a password for anybody who wants it. Alright, so what we're going to do here, and again, you can see that on the left side now where the green portion of the base was, it's kind of destroyed as it was in regards to what it looked like before. So now we're going to fight the last one, and since we've taken out Serges and Violen, that only leaves Agile left. Let's go ahead and beat the crap out of him. There's also a specific little thing you want to pick up in this stage. Okay, 1 second, I'm screwing with my controller. It's decided it wanted to die. Alright, I'm back, folks. Of course, I wouldn't be able to get everything to go right my first time recording a little bit. The controller decided it did not want to work, even though it's a USB controller. I like this thing, don't have to worry about batteries and that kind of stuff, but every now and then it just does some of the weirdest shit. Anyways, we're at the 3rd X-Hunter stage again. There's a bunch of life power-ups you can get here. They're kind of easy to get with a link chain for it. Here comes one of the gimmicks of this stage. Riding platforms. Lots of them. I hate riding platforms. They are the most annoying thing known to mankind in this stage. But easily bypassable. Case in point, this one. As a kid, I used to use this platform and try to get it all the way to the top, like they want you to. It's the biggest pain in the ass I have ever experienced. You can do it, but there's an easier way. It looks like you can't jump up here, but you can. And then up further, you come to a point where it really doesn't look like you can jump. You can't jump this very easily. However, freeze that bat and use it as a stepping stone. Voila. Now there's going to be some more bats up here, and we're going to need to not kill at least one of these guys, because we need him. Make a ladder out, or make a stepping stone out of him. And if you notice, there's a ladder up here. Now there are 2 parts to this stage, or 2 different paths, I should say. Path 1, or the normal path, is right below us. Path 2, or above, which is a lot more difficult, is the one we're going to try and take, because there is a secret item up here. Some extra free stuff. Yay, free stuff. Freeze him. Collect whatever you want. Kill the bat. Yay, bat's dead. Alright. Now, Just be very careful when you come down this area. It's filled with spikes. Alright. Once you're here, switch over to the classic speed burner, and if you notice, there's kind of a pathway down to that free man down there. And it's filled with spikes, as usual for the theme of this hallway. It's a bitch to get down there. As a kid, I could never do it, and it was only recently, once I started replaying the X series as an adult, that I managed to actually get this. I don't know if it's because I had no coordination or not. Anyways, the plan should be to air dash into the free fall, that bottom area, and before I hit the spikes at the bottom, using the speed burner to dash to the opposing wall above the life. But that's not always the case. If you don't jump quite right, you hit the spikes at the top. If you don't use the speed burner too soon, you'll hit the spikes at the bottom. Either way, it's a bitch. So let's try this. Very good, I got it. Cool. And that's it. I've heard of a trick that you could use to actually use the Giga Crush. Yeah, that's it. But I've never done it. I don't know how it works or if it works. So just slide down the wall. Keep sliding, keep sliding, keep sliding, and you'll find a secret area. Now, the trick to this, like in X1, is that you have to have full health when you actually get in here. So if you don't have full health at this point, use a sub-tank. And you'll find a heart capsule, a Dr. Light capsule. Wow, you are like so cool. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. Step inside for a special surprise. I wonder what this could be. And like Capcom to self-indulge, here's another tribute to the Street Fighter series. Yay! Now, I didn't show off this type of capsule in X1 just because it's a big pain in the neck to get it. You have to repeat the certain order of things over and over, and there's really no skill to it outside of just, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. I felt like this was a bit more of a challenge, so I definitely wanted to show it. So, in order to activate this, you have to use the actually same combination to pull it off in Street Fighter. And you also have to have full health. Let's see if I can do it here. I've never been really good at it. There it goes. But this one hits most bosses. I'm pretty sure one hits everything except for maybe Sigma, but yeah. Just fucking with it here. Okay. Anyways, let's continue the rest of the stage. Don't just drop down on this. If you don't know what's there, don't drop. We're going to be switching back over to the Crystal Hunter here because we've got more of these to kill off by making them into blocks. I swear the theme for this place is spikes. Spikes, spikes, and more spikes. As if they couldn't get enough of them. Screw you all. Alright, so this X-Hunter up next is obviously Agile. In a new form, just like all of them. So let's go say hi, shall we? I think my recorder just glitched there for a bit, but let's try this once more. Bring it on, Agile. The best way I can describe this is kind of like a Tetris version of a boss fight. But if we use our special little move there, it instantly takes his dumbass out, and you don't have to worry about any of his shenanery. What he does tend to do is he makes, you see these blocks next to X here? He tends to shoot those out of the side in a random pattern and drop them on top of you. They have spikes, and I'm pretty sure they're an instant kill. This fight's annoying. I've only done it a couple times without using this weapon or just abusing his sweetness kind of thing, but yeah. Anyways, no, this cannot be. Master, avenge me! Goodbye, Agile. I really don't want to ever see you again. You're all annoying. This is payback for making me run around like crazy during the beginning of the game just to keep up with your dumbasses. And that is the end of the X-Hunters, folks. Yay! There's a password for anybody who wants it. Now that we've beaten all 3 X-Hunters, this should be all said and done, but it's not. We're going to do one final thing. We're at the final stage of the game. There are a couple interesting things for it, though. You can go to the stage by either clicking on this this stage icon, or I believe you can start off by going into the Magna Centipedes area. But, spoiler alert, the final area of the game is in Magna Centipede's lair. So, we're just going to go the standard way and show it off. Oh, yes, that's right. No, I jumped the gun too soon. First, we have to do our boss rush. The memory isn't what it used to be. Alright, well, let's just go ahead and pick somebody. Who am I fighting? Who am I fighting? Ah, Flame Stag. That's cool. We can play with you. And he's automatically in pissed off mode, so... just get him in this little lock. And he's practically dead. Sometimes he can be a bit of a pain in the ass, but I just take the damage. I don't really care. I don't plan on using the special move, just because it's annoying. And you need full health in order to do it. So... yeah, you're dead, bro. Just give it up. Alright, there he goes. I might speed up this portion of the game just so you guys don't have to watch, or maybe not. It depends. Alright, there goes Flame Stag. Wasn't too difficult when I first fought him. Of course, you get a little bit of health for your troubles. Not much, but a little bit. Just enough to make it kind of not that big of a pain in the ass. Ah, Morph Moth. Good old friend, the Speed Burner. Yay, Speed Burner. Yay, Speed Burner. Yeah, we just gotta fight the cocoon thing again. Yay for... ah, you dick! Dick! Alright, there he goes. That's enough of this shenanery. There you go. There you go. Ow! Come on down here. Come on. Tired of waiting on you. Thank you. Nobody cares. Come on. There we go. Goodbye to Morph Moth. Come on, blow up faster. This game or this series and the game series Metal Slug just have such grandiose explosions for the enemies. Although this game is nowhere near as bad as Metal Slug is, because those boss stages, when they blow up, they really blow up. Oh yeah, Will Gator. I don't plan on using his weakness, which is the strike chain. It's a pain in the neck, because it gets him in kind of a lock that's annoying. So, I'm just going to Buster Run this one. So soon with that. Come on. There we go. I'll get you stuck in that lock. Come on, bro. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. Come on. Ow. Dick. Come on. Let's go. Really annoying me now. There we go. That's what I like to see. You wasting a shit ton of time doing that. And goodbye to Will Gator. On other news, I'm not sure if anybody follows what Capcom and their shenanery has been up to, but it looks like the Mega Man series is kind of dead in Capcom's eyes. I mean, They canceled Mega Man Online, which was supposed to be a Mega Man-themed MMO. Granted, that was probably a really niche game to begin with, but they canceled that. And then one of their launch titles for the Nintendo 3DS was going to be Mega Man Legends 3, the long-awaited sequel, which I had mentioned, I think, once before in another video. Probably when I did Let's Play Mega Man Legends. It's gone. It got canceled. Keiji Inafune started the whole project. They said, cool, we'll do it. And as soon as he left the company, they're like, nah, it's cool. And really, that wouldn't be too bad of a thing if they said, like, yeah, we weren't quite sure how many people were going to buy it. Honestly, they're a company out to make money. That's very reasonable. But, one of the things that Capcom did, especially their European branch, is that they actually came out on their Twitter and accused their fans of being the reason that the game was canceled. Because what Mega Man Legends 3, or for Capcom, was going to do is they were going to try and have the fans help really develop the entire game, down from the artwork for the characters to some of the bosses, yada yada. And it was supposed to be kind of an open forum for the developers to work hand in hand with the fan base. Capcom, on their Euro Twitter, came out and said that because not enough people participated in this, not enough fans participated in it, the game was going to be canceled. Which, okay, still, that's not too bad, I suppose, but they would actually further go down because they decided it was a great idea to answer every single person on their Twitter, but they came up with some really goofy reasons as to explain their reasoning for it. They went so far as to answer one person saying that, yes, because you guys, or one fan said that they thought that Capcom wanted them to develop the game for them, and that there was no point in Capcom even doing anything, to which Capcom Europe said, yes, that's exactly the point of the game. Whether or not they're being really serious about that is another story, but to accuse your fan base of being the reason why a game doesn't get made, that's a really dick move, and the way that they're going, it reminds me of how Atari fucked up right before the big Atari crash. So, Capcom, I think, is on its way out. Not to mention that we're going to be losing a lot of releases from Japan that won't be coming over anymore, such as the Monster Hunter series, which was huge in Japan and had a kind of a decent following here in America. Their first couple games didn't pan out, but for one of their earlier releases for one of the later releases on the PSP, I think it was Monster Hunter Unite, they did a little bit of commercial advertising for it, and it had okay sales. So there was the potential for it, but I don't know. Capcom seems to be taking a page out of EA's book and just really screwing over their fans. So, not too sure what the future holds for the Blue Bomber and crew in any fashion. Hell, he didn't even get a cameo in Marvel vs. Capcom. Granted, Tron Bonne did, but that game was just horrendously bugged. I'm not sure if anybody is a fan of Marvel vs. Capcom, but unbalanced as hell, just really a lot of problems with it. And then they come out with a fix for it, not even a patch. They try and release a full game, I think it's Marvel vs. Capcom Ultimate, or Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom. And they want to charge like $35-something for it, which is lower than the average game price, but still, I don't want to pay for a game that should have been, decent off the get-go. But that's what we got. So, very, very dickish move by Capcom. Hopefully they reverse their course, otherwise I see a lot of their fans just giving up on them for dead. Anyways, wow, that conversation series took a lot out of the boss rush. Let's see here, I'm not sure who's left. Magnus Centipede's one of them. I think he might... No. It's either Magnus Centipede or Crystal Snail. Magnus Centipede, alright. Oh, wait, no, Crystal Snail. I'm an idiot. Don't mind me. I'm a moron. By far, the most aggravating maverick in this game for me is Crystal Snail. Just because you have to play a really ridiculous game of keep away with a shell. Yeah, and jump. Yeah, no, you ain't getting in there again. Ah! Good one, moron. Yeah, screw you. And of course he's gonna do this shit. Oh, you dick. Alright, I don't feel like getting wasted by this guy, so... There he goes. So that leaves Magna Centipede left. Yeah, so it looks like the 3DS is going to get a title that I was really looking forward to, and I actually might have considered buying a 3DS for Mega Man Legends 3. But otherwise, the 3DS just doesn't have anything that I really want. I mean, Resident Evil Mercenaries is by far a really ridiculous game. You are only allowed, I think, one permanent save file, which is just absolutely ridiculous. And I'm not a big fan of the Resident Evil 4 Plus game style. I grew up with the original style of puzzle, action, horror, survival. And it's just not that anymore. Now it's kind of like, I don't know, Resident Evil with a Gears of War, or a Gears of War with a Resident Evil skin pack. So, not that entertaining. The AI for number 5 was just retarded. Sheva was an idiot. So if you didn't play that game with another human, you were fairly good and boned when you tried to play it. Alright, come on, Magna Centipede. I'm tired of dealing with your shit. Come on. Yes, you're so threatening when you disappear and reappear. Except when you reappear in the same exact spot. Over and over and over. Ridiculous. And that is it for the boss rush. On to the final stage of the game. And for a reoccurring theme throughout the rest of the X series. It has been a while, Mega Man X. What? Sigma? It seems that the X Hunters have failed, but don't worry. I have arranged for some new toys for you to play with. Yep, that's right. Sigma's back. Of course he's back. Didn't see that ominous message from the beginning? Or from the ending of the first game? Yeah, Sigma's back. This is the part I was talking about now. As you can tell, the X Hunter stage is completely demolished. It is just piss poor pathetic. Now, you can either go through this icon or Magna Centipede stage icon in order to get to the final stage. Either one works, doesn't really matter, not a big deal. So let's go ahead and just use the standard way. We'll go through here. You cannot go back and replay these stages, or the X Hunter stages, unless you go back. Now, you'll know when you're at the stage because the music is a little bit different. It's actually the music from the first stage, which is actually one of my favorite tracks, I think. Or, it's one of my favorite tracks, but I'm pretty sure it's different from what this is. No, it's not. I think I'm an idiot. Don't pay attention to me, folks. I have had very little sleep. And I know I'm rambling on. But to hell with it. It doesn't really matter what you want to do. Come on, die already. For this stage, you can send all of these alarms into overdrive mode. Doesn't really matter. Just continue like normal. I suppose if you've missed anything from this stage, you can pick it up now. Or at least to a certain point. Come on. And yes. Come on. Yep. I really do like this piece of music. Yeah, you can pick up either the sub-tank or the heart if you missed it here. But here is the next section of the game. Now I'm going to try and glitch this, because... I fucked it up. There is a way to screw this up, but I'll tell you more about that later. Anyways, is that Zero? Look who I found wandering around, Mega Man! My friend here has a small problem with you. It seems that you let him die, and he's not too happy about that. Now I think it is time that he pays the favor. Obviously. Oh, what's this? Fuck you, Sigma! Sigma! You should have studied the blueprints closer. There is only one Zero. That's right, folks. Now, this is kind of where the paths will diverge for the game. If you got all of Zero's parts from the X-Hunters, this is the scene you'll see. Zero will crash in, destroy the fake or dark copy of Zero in an instant. If you don't get the parts, you have to fight the regular red version of Zero, and you have to fight him as a boss. And he can be a pain in the ass. Eventually what happens is that you take out Zero's health, and he comes to his senses. And then everything plays out fine from there. I just decided to do this because it's easier, and I hate the Zero fight with a passion. I do love this music, though. So let's go ahead and continue on. Wait, Zero! I know your secret! You were destined to follow me! Maybe so, but I still don't like you. And now Zero is black. Fine. If you will not follow me, then I'll watch you die once again. Of course, like a pansy, he just rushes off. Zero! You're alive! I've missed you! Sorry to keep you, X. The greetings will have to wait. We've got to defeat all the Mavericks, including Sigma. I'll take out the main computer, and you follow Sigma. Let's go. Yep. Now, that little glitch I mentioned earlier is that you can actually jump into the room somehow, or if it's either you can jump into the room or you land when you defeat Zero. And you'll land right where he just blew up the floor there, and you can fall through the floor and cause an interesting glitch. What happens is one of Sigma's final forms flips upside down. It's just kind of interesting, a little glitch, nothing really game-breaking or game-haxing. Anyways, here it is, X. Sigma lies just ahead. Thanks, buddy. You're not gonna help? Anyways, what Zero is going to do is he's going to go take out the main computer, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, we get to fight the big bad boss himself. Now, it doesn't matter where you want to go in this stage. Eventually, it'll force you over to the left side. Yep, see. Eventually, you just walk over to the left side. Ah, yes, Sigma. You're merely a bothersome insect, Mega Man X. It is about time that I crush you beneath my heel. Yeah. Anyways, Sigma is weak to the Sonic Slicer. At least in this form. Let's go, Sigma. He is a pain in the ass. I hate this form. He does all kinds of shenanigans. Like, for example, the dive attack. If he hits you, he will send your ass flying. So I'd recommend against... like that. He's a dick. I hate Sigma. And it hurts. I am not very good at this. As people say, no shit. I'm pretty sure he starts to change color as you damage him more. Oh, God, you are an asshole, Sigma. Might help if I could actually dodge his dumb ass, but so far, not happening. Oh, more of these, eh? Screw you, Sigma! Yep, he changes color, and he starts a new attack where he just launches fucking power balls at you. God damn it. Would you fucking die already, Sigma? Alright. We're gonna use... Whoops. We're gonna use our first sub-tank on this dumbass. Alright, there goes Sigma's first form. Huzzah! He pulls out those Wolverine claws, or Vega from Street Fighter. I don't care who it is. He's a pain in the ass. I liked him better when I could beat him in X1. And here is Sigma's final form. A giant wireframe head. Of course, Capcom had to show off the wireframe physics. His weakness is the strike chain. It can be a pain in the neck to use. I'm going to try and use it. Now, the only way to really dodge him is to kind of jump over his big head. He likes to launch shit. He's a pain in the ass. I really don't like this form of Sigma. Just because he takes up fucking half the stage. Screw you. But luckily, he kind of tends to launch a lot of people that can refill both your health and your items. So, I suppose there is a bit of a benefit for him being a dick. But not much of one. Alright, Sigma, let's... You'll know when you damage him because his health will slowly change over time. Alright, he's getting there, slowly but surely. There we go, some health. Good old-fashioned health pellets. So, this second stage of the boss fight can be kind of easy compared to the first just because he gives you health. It's a really weird fight. And like anything in video games, when they start to turn red, they're getting damaged. Oh, now when he gets low health, he'll try and suicide you by doing that. And goodbye, Sigma. I'm tired of your bullshit. I can't do that, Dave. Will I dream? Please, no. That's right, Sigma is a virus, and that's the master computer, which is vaguely mentioned throughout the game in the background. I guess he tried to use shareware on a Windows operating system. Mega Man X, I have lost to you again. Each defeat only makes me stronger and serves to bring you closer to your ultimate doom. But something is not right. I don't quite understand. Why did Zero... He is last of the Doctor's creations. The castle of... That's it. Sigma's dead. That's the end of Mega Man X2. Enjoy cutscenes, through which I will talk probably non-stop through. So the base is blowing up. And here comes X. With explosion. You know he's a hero because he's running away from explosions and he's not looking back. Yay, big explosion. Not sure if the island went up or what. Of course, another starry night. Now, Sigma's little last words there about how Zero is the last of the Doctor's creations. A lot of people, when this game first came out, were like, Dr. Wily's creations? And more on that in another game coming up. Joined by his friend Zero, Mega Man X gazes out over the sea. I'm not sure if that's a mushroom cloud or the sun rising. I'm thinking it's the sun. Sigma has once again been destroyed, but X wonders if the fighting will truly end. Was Dr. Light's dream of a world in which Reploids and humans live together? In which Reploids and humans live together in peace merely a dream? I cannot talk. The price of peace is often high. X thinks to himself. Sometimes it's difficult to tell whether or not that's an apostrophe or a comma or a period. Who or what must be sacrificed for it to become reality? Psst, he's standing behind you. And when the time comes, will he be able to do it? Psst, he's standing right behind you. Ominous foreshadowing. The future holds the answers or... The future holds the answers or... Don't hold me in suspense, come on. Or... damn you, cliffhangers. Yay! Cutscene at the end. Mega Man X2 cast! Where we get to learn about all the thousands of people we killed. Like the cannon driver and Scriver? Bar weighing? Mecha arm? I have no... Gigantic Mecharoid CF-0. I'm assuming that's the big purple dude from the beginning. Probe 8201 U-Type, Sky Farmer, Rytaloid, Hanged Reploid. Okay, I know what that one is. Paraloid, Beatron, Barite, Lastar, Morgiven, oh my god, some of these names are weird. Chop Register. It'd be nice if they showed like a small picture so you could identify these easier. Ride Chaser Advanced T400 TV Robo. Cheval. Tuba Mail Generator. Oh, those must be the bat-looking guys. Okay. Ride Armor type. Rabbit. I did like the Ride Armor a lot better in this game. I like the spice. I like the whole look of it. Moth. Wild Sponge. Now I have no idea what these points mean. 64,000 or 6,400 RP. Reploid points, is that it? As you can see, wow, Flame Stack was fast. 7,000. Wow, Magnus Centipedes was even faster. Crystal Snail, of course, as a snail, is slower than balls. Overdrive Ostrich, 9,900. Nice. Wheel Gator had a crap ton of power. Agile had a lot of speed. Haha, he's agile. Serges, a lot of speed and a lot of power, relatively speaking. Violen, a crap ton of power. Neo Sigma, a crap ton of power and speed. And of course, Zero and you as Mega Man X are question marks. Yeah, that's right, we're elites. Oh, that's so nice. I think a quick thing with this is that if you don't collect Zero's parts and you have to fight him, you actually, at this screen, instead of the red Zero, I think you can actually get the dark armored version of Zero at the end of this. And that's the end of this game here, folks. There's nothing else for this as far as I'm aware. There's no secret small ending at the end of the whole thing. It's done. So, I'm Lokenhar, and thanks for watching.